Okay, folks, good evening. Good to welcome those of you on the call. And it's something very important we're going to be sharing tonight. So if somebody didn't get on the call, we will have the recording. And I'll talk about something that we stopped talking about in this business many, many years ago. You see, it used to be part of the training. Every single training meeting we did every single month. And that the company did prior to 1989, 1991, company used to do it all the time. Bolton, the president of the company at that time, you didn't have a meeting when you didn't do a session. Now, I want to share this with you, and it's something we really need to take note of and start looking at in our business. I suggest you incorporate this kind of session once a month when you do your main training. It is very important. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is what is Neo-Life's principles and philosophies. Well, that's the title of the session. Is what is Neo-Life's principles and philosophies? Well, that's the title of the session. Now, I know Neo-Life talk a lot about integrity, but you know, we need to look at the whole thing. And I want to share something with you people. If you don't have some principles and philosophies in your life and in your business, you'll fall for anything. You'll jump at everything out there and not even think about it. So it's actually very, very important that you start looking at this. Next is honesty and integrity is what our business stands on. And we as people, as leaders especially, need to start sharing that and helping people. Now, character, right, truthfulness and sincerity is like having good for your word. Whatever you say, make sure you do it. We're not looking for rip-off artists. We're looking for people who sincerely want to build this business the right way. We're going to talk as we go tonight. And so make sure you do it. We're not looking for rip-off artists. We're looking for people who sincerely want to build this business the right way. We're going to talk as we go tonight. And so integrity is a very... Now, what is integrity? It's a quality of being honest. That's what it really is. It's a quality of being honest. And if somebody's got honesty and integrity in them, when you shake hands with them, they look at you in the eye. They'll have a nice firm handshake. They won't look away. They won't have one wishy-washy kind of handshake. Not one that will break your hands like some people do. And they will, with that kind of your business, you'll start believing in what you sow, you reap. And that comes to your self-talk and whatever. And that's actually important. While we're on that subject, many people, you've lost sight of your dreams and your goals of where you're going to. It's time you resold yourself, got excited about the future, got fired up about it, and started getting going again. Stop looking elsewhere. Go and look in the mirror. I don't care how long you've been in the business. Look in the mirror and give yourself a good talking to, okay? And ask yourself, do I have a good self-talk? Do I talk properly? And you know, whatever words in your mouth are seed. Get fired up about it and started getting going again. Stop looking elsewhere. Go and look in the mirror. I don't care how long you've been in the business. Look in the mirror and give yourself a good talking to, okay? And ask yourself, do I have a good self-talk? Do I talk properly? And you know, whatever words in your mouth are seeds. God tells you in His word. Every word you speak is a seed, and it's not going to come back empty. It's going to come back 10 and 100-fold. So be very, very cautious what you utter with your tongue. It is vitally important. If it doesn't get uttered, it's fine. But if you utter anything, be very conscious. I don't care what it is, and whatever you do in this business, believe in sowing and reaping. If you want to reap good, you need to start checking yourself and start sowing correctly. Now, we're going to talk about our principles and philosophies. The next thing we're going to talk about is part of them is sharing. How do we share? You share with new people how to build their businesses and help them do it, not just talk about it. See, a lot of people get somebody started, but you're not working with them. You're not helping them develop. How do we share? You share with new people how to build their businesses and help them do it, not just talk about it. See, a lot of people get somebody started, but you're not working with them. You're not helping them develop. And that is wrong, folks. That is not sincerity. That's not honesty. That's not what we stand for. The next part of our principles and philosophies is actually very, very important, okay? And this is the biggest part of it, is caring, right? Caring, what we do, how we do it, care for ourselves. Are you health conscious? Are you looking after your body? Are you feeding your mind with good stuff? So it's important. So caring is important. And the next part of caring is vitally important. We need to have concern about our mother company, Neo-Life. We need to care for Neo-Life, care for the name of Neo-Life. So everything we do affects the business, not just yours. It's going to affect other distributors elsewhere. So be very cautious how you run your business. do you run it the right way, according to the principles and philosophies? Are you doing it the right way? So everything we do affects the business, not just yours. It's going to affect other distributors elsewhere. So be very cautious how you run your business. Do you run it the right way, according to the principles and philosophies? Are you doing it the right way? Are you talking the right thing? This is vitally important, folks. The more I go around, and like after I did the whole Southern Cape meetings now, January, February, and the more I can see that people are not caring the way they should care. Because if you cared the way you should care, and did it in sincerity, and did it like, what's part of caring is making claims about our products that are not relevant, that are not true. That gives our Neolife company a bad name. Do not make claims that the company do not agree with. And that's very, very important. Keep our company pure, because whatever you claim, whatever you do that is not in line with what the company stand for, I can tell you saying you're going to affect other people's businesses. And what you sow, whatever you do that is not in line with what the company stand for, I can tell you saying you're going to affect other people's businesses. And what you sow, you will reap. A lot of you should have been far further in the business by now, if you really follow these things. I really want to be serious about that tonight. So caring is very, very important, vitally important. Care is to show appreciation. Another thing, I'll tell you a quick story. When Alton and I got started, and I went in that following morning, so the Thursday morning, 23rd of August 1973, and I walked in there, and this guy, actually heard him say to the guy who ran the P, this worked differently those days. He said to me, "You can do it." And that sometimes we've got to not just say it empty, say you can do it, and then you need to be committed to guide them, help them start the right way. I don't say just need to be committed to guide them, help them start the right way. I don't say just make a list of names, make 100 names. That's a lot of rubbish. Get 10 names for me, like we show you, and make a couple of phone calls, not what they think will start, just 10 names at random, alphabetically, one of each one, and question them on each name, and then decide which one you're going to phone. Write out the invite. I'm not going to do that tonight, okay? Well, I just tell you real quick, the biggest question we always ask, I've got a whole bunch of prospects right now. I've just got to get up and mobile right now. I've just had a little thing done to my foot, so very shortly, right? So I've got a whole lot of people out there, and it's one question I ask them: would you be open to look at a way to increase your income over and above what you're doing? That's if I'm employed, or just making more money, or whatever. You'll decide on the person how you, and then you shut up. If they say yes, say, look, I've got a very exciting. If they say, well, what's it about? You've not answered my question. If they say yes, say, look, I've got a very exciting. If they say, well, what's it about? You've not answered my question. If you don't take control of that, it's not going to work. Okay? You're going to have the guts to do it and take control of it. Okay? And you say, you've not answered my question. Would you be open to look? That's a question that'll take you to the top. Okay? If you do it correctly. So make sure you ask it and face it the right way. And then I always get the person I'm helping do it. I say, now look, when you call them, this is what you tell them. And if they're open to look and you say, hey, I'm brand new, I'm going to give a phone to somebody else with more experience, I can handle it. And I talk about a concept. I say, got a very exciting concept, not opportunity, not a business. Most people are scared. There's so many opportunities in businesses that are no good running around there, catching people, costing people money. So it's actually important that we do that correctly. So that is part of on-the-job training. Don't help somebody get started that correctly. So that is part of on-the-job training. Don't help somebody get started and you don't guide them and help them grow in the business. And by the way, I want to talk about it quite a bit right now, is we don't want rip-off artists in our business. We don't want people just to load somebody with a whole bunch of products and hope they get rid of it. That's not the business. We need to work with those people. We need to guide them and make sure whatever kit they choose, and I let them make a choice of what they want. I always got these in front of me. They're the kit options. Not everybody in Africa has got a color printer or even a smartphone. 80% don't. So let's accept that and decide what country we're in. And then decide to go and do that correctly and help them get started the right way. And that's the biggest thing I'll find with people. We are not developing consumers. Sure, they're selling products, they're selling one here, one there, but we are not developing consumers. I'm going to give you an example tonight, setting one here, one there, but we are not developing consumers. I'm going to give you an example tonight. I'm not going to mention names or who it was because that's actually very personal. I'm actually going to show you something. This person in March 2021 was a one ruby. Now, because of circumstances where it worked, this person could not, had to back off a while in our business because of pressure from where they were employed, okay? Anyhow, they were one rubies until, and by the way, they were doing, this is when they actually stopped being active in the business, right? And I'll just go through this right now. They remained one ruby until November 21, and then they become sapphires and really just qualifying as emeralds, okay? But this, I want to give you as an example of this, of having a good consumer base, okay? And of having a good consumer base, okay? Anyhow, they qualified every single month. Their QPV was high. Some months over 10,000, some 8,000. A lot of you lick your lips to have a QPV like that. Anyhow, they were sapphire. Now, they dropped from sapphire in November 2022. Or 20, yeah, somewhere around there, or December. But anyhow, what happened is, right at now, I've got further back in that, but right now, January 2023, they were Emerald directors, but just out of their consumer base, their QPV was 4710. Most of the others, next one was February, it was over 5,000, next one 7,000, next one 6,000, 6, next one's 5,000. The only other 4,000 was September 23, over 5,000, next one 7,000, next one 6,000, 6, next one's 5,000. The only other 4,000 was September 23, okay? And then they did over 5,8, 6,042, then another 4,600, and then 5,733, 5,452, and that's now in March 20 this year. They've done 4,095, right? So now they're building again. Praise the Lord for that, because their circumstances, I think, might have changed or whatever. But the fact is, being totally inactive for that space of time, yet earning the kind of income that never under Emerald, earning the bonuses and all that in that level. And if you don't do this thing right, you're kidding yourself. If you don't work on your end consumers, guide your people to do the same, you're playing games, right? You're thinking you're building a business, you're playing games, you're not. And that's important, right? So get real serious about it. Concentrate on your consumers. And that's important, right? So get real serious about it. Concentrate on your consumers. You know, a lot of people run for a short-term gain, okay? Instead of thinking in a if they don't do it the right way, they're going to have long-term regret for what they did. And a lot of you are I admire you all for hanging in the business. You're putting a lot of effort, you're putting a lot of energy in it, and you're just not moving where you should move. And I'll give you a couple of tips tonight, which are very, very important. A lot of us are trying to reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already there. Why try and follow this video? Read that book. You're doing this thing on network marketing, all that. You're wasting your time. Go and get yourself some consumers. Go and help your downline start growing. Help them become emeralds, sapphires, rubies. And guess what happens? It'll be like a fire under you, and it'll just rise up, and your business will move. Guess what happens? It'll be like a fire under you, and it'll just rise up, and your business will move. So let's go out there and decide we're going to do it right. There is no shortcut. I don't care what they tell me. Any clever person out there who knows network marketing and does it right will know you need to have consumers. The products must get to the end consumer. It's no good loading the distributor's products if they're not getting out. So that's my message tonight. When somebody gets started, the upline is responsible if they are honest, if they are sincere, if they're going to build their business according to principles and philosophies of the company. Then they need to go out there and work with those people. Help them get consumers. Help them get new people. Don't do it for them. Guide them on the job training. Let them see your example. Let them see what you're doing. And that's important. A lot of us want to do things quickly and do this quickly. I want to tell you saying there is no quick way. It's a simple business. It's doable, and anybody with the courage can build it, right? And the biggest thing we need to look at is change this thing. Change your thinking. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not saying it's going to happen overnight. But if you build it properly, you'll be very, very excited about the future and where it's going. I just want to put something up on the board right now. A lot of you would have seen, I'm not going to go into the plan, I'll just put it up. A lot of you would have seen the 622 plan, how we do it. I'm just going to put it up real quick. So you can, and by the way, a lot of you on this call were part of us finding this plan in the early 90s, right? When there wasn't a plan. Anyhow, that's you. I'm not going to get in any PVs. And you sponsor, you don't have to get 60. Right now, you get them over a period and work with them. It's no good. It's no good having a graveyard of people in your business and they're not growing. Because when people put their money in, when people agree to fill in that form and invest their money, what they're saying to you, I want to build this thing. I trust you. I know you're going to be good for your word. I know you've got integrity and honesty. You're going to work with us. Not be a boss. We don't need bosses in this business. We guide them by on-the-job training. Don't lecture people. Don't be this on them. Just do it the right way and care for people and start working with them. And so help me. There's no shortcut. So go out there and you know the 622. I just run through it. You help two people. It doesn't necessarily always work like this. This is just a good example. We have a lot of times it just goes straight down like that. It doesn't matter. The end result is the same. And don't forget what we've done here. We've now got 4 circles on the new 622 plan. That is consumers. We brought it in because it's vitally important that we concentrate on that part of our business as well. With you, everyone on this call, if you really did it right, like the example I gave you, and had your consumer, now your consumers could be distributors who've joined and circumstances stop them doing it, but at least they're using the products, they're a consumer, you've done your job, okay? And you keep reassuring them, any new things come out, you share with them. And that way you'll be building a good consumer base. And I think every one of you would love to start the month from the first day of the month, or the new month, which is actually right now, today, this afternoon, or tomorrow morning, whatever, the first day of April for Neolife, okay? What will happen is, if I start the month right, already have orders to deliver, the downlines, inactive distributors who bind the products. So in other words, before the month even starts running, there's already over 4,000 PV. You'd lick your lip if you had that. But if you don't do it properly, it's not going to happen. You've got to go out and decide to do this thing the right way. Quit running around after this idea and that idea and staying in one place. Understand? It's not the way to build a business. So go out there and start doing it the right way. Because I don't care what they tell me. This business is designed that our products get to the end consumer. That's why they're consumable. Doesn't matter which way, okay, skin care, health care, home care, personal care. They're all incredible products, okay? And we need to get them to end consumer, get them hooked on our product, which will save them money. As I said, at a good session in Bloom last year, it's available. The danger of toxic household cleaners, you should get that video and share it with people and educate them. And it's important. And that's how you build your business. And it's no good talking about it. Let's do it right. Let's go out there and spend time on our business and really help them. So I want to tell you another thing. Don't waste your energy on trying to redesign the wheel or reinvent the wheel. It's there. It's proven. The people who do this correctly are people who are going to smile one day. So don't try and, a lot of you people on this call are looking and say, hey, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with my business? Why? And you're trying all kinds of things instead of just doing the simple things that work. I don't understand it. A waste of energy on something you're going to try and put your team onto it, and they try and they get disillusioned and they start quitting the business, and you wonder why your business is not growing. Keep it simple, man. Just go out there. Anyone who says no to your opportunity, no problem. we do it all the time, Alton and I. We do a demo plenty. It's in our vehicles, doesn't matter where or what we are, it's there all the time. Hey, can I show you a way to keep toxins out of your home? And then make sure you take a broccoli whisk and, hey, all I want. And once you're in there and you've shown the broccoli, believe me, they're going to be open to look at everything else. And that's important to do that. And then we've got the retail sales book. A lot of you aren't using it. I want to tell you something, don't be a genius. Do it, it works. At the retail sales book, if you demonstrate the product, make sure you go to the product catalog there and say, hey, while I'm here, excuse me, look what you'd like to order for the end of the month. And if people say, yeah, I'd like to order this, that, and you fill it in a retail sales book, maybe 3 or 4 products, if maybe 2, doesn't matter. And then you say, look at them, you say, always remember, see what you'd like to order for the end of the month. Say, would you like to pay for it now? Now, we did that in 1987. Alton and I, when we got back in the field, we had no money. That's what we use other people's money to build this business. So don't tell me you haven't got money. You're not getting your consumers right. You're not pinning them down. So you take a deposit, you order that person and give a person a receipt. It's on that book, a white copy, and you order it. And you know, month end, I'm going to deliver. And you go in with their products to deliver. And if it's home care, make sure you've got an empty 5 liters. A great, on the screen, you can see one on how to dilute them properly. Don't just put down a super concentrate of LDC and Super 10. It's a waste. They will never see the benefit of it. You must dilute it for them and show them how it works, how economical it is. And I'll tell you what, those people will hang with you forever. Just now they buy the G1 or whatever. Now, when you go and deliver whatever they've bought, demonstrate it again. Even if you've demonstrated before, you demonstrate it by opening it, decant it in a 5-liter container. Make sure you show them how to use it correctly and do whatever it's supposed to do. And then before you leave, say, hey, while I'm here, here's my catalog. Have a look what you'd like to order for next month. Folks, this thing's simple. So guess what? You get another order. You get another deposit. So you go in with the order, you leave with the order. You go in with the order. Folks, it takes time, but it's fun. It's exciting. That person said no to your business. And now they're using the products, which is great. Just now they want to join your business. They see the products are great. But if we don't do that, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. So I want to encourage you, don't run around this thing. Just decide you're going to do it right. Anyone who decides to do this thing right, this business, you'll be on your way. A lot of you are running around in circles. You're wasting your energy. You're wasting your money and not doing it right. Just stop for 5 minutes and decide you're going to do it the right way. It will take a little bit of time, but you're going nowhere in any event, whatever you're doing. So I'd rather take the time to do it the right way. And that will be exciting. So I want to challenge you all tonight. Check on this and share it with your downlines. And I want to share something with you. We need to be long range in our thinking. People need to sense that you're not in here for the 5 minutes or just overnight. You're in here with plans for the future. You're talking about your dreams and you want to help them start dreaming. And people will trust you. And make sure, folks, let's have that kind of integrity and honesty that people buy into us and they want to be successful. So that is very important. So remember, long range is important. It's the most important thing in our business. It's to think far down the road. I'm not going to keep you very long, but I'd like this to get out to people. Think about your business. You're going to become an emerald. And by the way, Sun City was incredible. And now the new qualification is simple. Become an emerald as long as you maintain qualification. And as of end of September, October, November, December, you're fully qualified. So wherever your upline is, I hope they've got the courage to help you build structure, to work with you down there, and make sure you start moving on. Becoming an emerald today and gone tomorrow, that's not the business. We need to go out there and start helping people grow, helping them move on. If you have some good emeralds who've done that last 3 months, that means they've got structure to help them do. If you don't help them build structure, consumers and all that, hey, I don't understand what we're doing. I don't understand why I'm just around the business. You know, we need to go out there and just do it the right way. and quit looking for shortcuts or clever ways to do it. Hey, I've seen so many clever people in this business from way back, from when Alton and I started back in the field in 86 and 87. And a lot of them not even in the business anymore because they try to take a shortcut. A lot of them looked at some other network marketing book or video and said, hey, man, the people who write those books don't know this business. Alton and I could not write a book about this business. It changes all the time. We grow all the time. Things happen, and it's such important. So don't try and follow somebody. They might have become a diamond once. What are they today? Writing books, making money out of books, and out of people who are not clever enough to analyze those things and see, hey, this doesn't work. I've watched a lot of other people give me look at this. Look. I don't look at the junk. Just keep it simple and build your business. You'll remain where you are and keep growing. And folks, the future is exciting. I can tell you. You build it solid to sapphire, ruby, diamond. It's there. We're going to have a bunch of diamonds. Alton and I are totally committed to this business. This is our 51st year in the business. And we are more excited about it and more committed than ever before. And God willing, we're going to be around, right? I'll never forget Angus Buchan once said to me, my friend, said, Charlie, it's not over till God said it over. And that's our motto. We are looking after our health. We're taking care of what we put in. We're looking at junk and putting your food out there. And everybody eats anything that comes along. It'll slow down long enough. And folks, check on it. You can't mess around with your health. Look after your health, because that's the future. And we're in the health business. We're in the nutritional business. We have health with our home care, skin care, personal care. Those are all incredible, safe products. That's what we are. That's what we're about. But if we don't look the example, and if you need to get overweight or you need to get your health in order, or just start doing it little by little, a little bit of discipline, a little bit of discipline, a little bit of exercise. Walking is a good exercise. You don't have to walk for a mile or 2 kilometers or whatever. Just do a little bit at a time. As long as you've got the discipline to go and do it. Doesn't matter how you feel. If you want to, you will do it. And that's important. So that's vital that we actually do that in our business. So think long term, do it the right way. And I want to tell you something, people misunderstand this business. If you really understood it, you would not sleep tonight. You see, you are building something, not just to make money now or pocket money here. You are building something, if you do it the right way and get the structures right and get people solid and develop your people the right way, you're building a future that maybe one day when you're not active, you will still have an income out of this business, as long as you've actually developed end consumers that they'll keep using the products. And I'll tell you a funny story. I actually phoned somebody. Alton gave me a phone number. I've never spoken to these people before in my life, okay? But their father actually got started in Riversdale. This is in the 70s, okay? And this guy actually telling me, as a youngster, they used to play in the loft and climbing over all the Super 10 and LDC boxes. But you know what? They're doing 600-700 PV of product a month. They're not even they're just using the products. Isn't that exciting? And sharing some products with some other friends and all this. And can you imagine having a customer like that? Thank God we developed, and I had a long chat with him yesterday. Alton, I enjoyed. I put this phone on speaker, enjoyed hearing them. The enthusiasm about the products, how good they are, what they do. And that's exciting. And that's exciting, folks. We got a lot of things out there we can do. Let's go out there and just do them. Quit making excuses. Quit hanging loose and saying there's a shortcut. Hey, there's no shortcut. I don't care who shows you a shortcut. I'll defy them to show me what works, what's long term. So make sure this is a way. Help people get started. Work with them. Help consumers. Those who say no, go with them. Help them no, become a consumer. And show them how to do it properly, even up to the delivery of first and second time. Say, look what I'm doing. You're going to have to start doing it from now, and I'm going to watch you. And that's important. So really, we need to coach them. You wouldn't believe how people are relieved when you do a couple of practical invites with their prospects that they initiated initially, and you take it further. Go and do a one-on-one or invite them to a meeting or whatever we do, help them get started. That makes a business real. There is no shortcut. I don't care. I get sick when people keep saying, I want a shortcut. Yeah, I'm running. You're running your behinds off and you're not getting anywhere. Decide to do it right. Decide not to try and invent it. Decide who you listen to. Value advice. If they are not growing in this business, not building a solid business, please run away. I don't care who they are. So it's important that we do that. So I challenge you tonight, go and decide to do it right. That one day, we've had so many examples of people in our business who became inactive, maybe for 4, 5, 8 months. And in the end, when they passed on, they actually died healthy, by the way, because they were in good shape with our products. And who'd like to die healthy? Take care of your body. Don't wait until it's too late. You've got to have somebody changing your nappy or saying like that. Now, I'm saying these things. I just hope to God that I die healthy. And that it's not going to be by any of my undertaking. If the Lord decides anything different, that's fine. I'm comfortable with His will. But I want to tell you, saying I'm not going to mess it up personally. I'm going to look after my body. I'm going to share it. That people look at us out there as well and say, what do you guys do? What's this? And the people just join the business. We've got so many people, we just can't get to any, and I don't want to get them started if I'm not going to help them. And I don't share them with somebody who's not going to help them anyhow. Because I don't want to me promise something and somebody's not going to do it. I'm out of that. So go out there, folks. Let's believe in what we've got. Let's believe in this opportunity. We've got an incredible opportunity. The New Life business has stood the test of times. Over 60 years, folks. It's history. These other fly-by-night things or hey, just build it the right way and you'll get it. And in closing, I want to share what's saying with you today. And I'll share this with you. Decide tonight that you're going to have your self-talk. You're going to believe in what you confess. You're going to have plans. You're going to get reignited with your dreams like you just got started right now. I don't care how long you've been in the business. Just act like a brand new person. I've started. I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to move. And I do all these things that I've heard tonight, and I'm going to share it with my downline. And I'm going to not just tell them what to do. Don't go tell your downline what to do. Show them. OJT, on-the-job training. Okay, and that is important. So thank you guys very much. And ladies, go out there and let's get this thing done. Let's make a difference in Africa. Hey, we haven't even started yet. I was saying to someone this evening, one of the company executives from overseas, I was saying to them this evening, I said, we have not started in Africa yet. We're still playing around with this thing. And especially in Southern Africa, we're still playing around with it. Let's go out and do it the right way, develop that base, and make sure you can have a business that it becomes relaxing one day, that you see it growing, your personal PVs and your consumers are growing, and you'll find it a lot easier to help your downlines because of what you're doing. So thank you very much. God bless you, and go and do it.